are wrapping up our week-long celebration of Native American Heritage Month here on Wake Up Idaho. We have learned so much, but the celebration and self-education of Native cultures does not have to be limited to just 1 month. The Idaho State Museum agrees with that and has some tools for you to continue to learn about Native American culture in Idaho, and Brenda has more on that for us right now.
Yeah, so this past month, the Idaho State Museum invited the public to commemorate National Native American Heritage Month, which honors the traditions and celebrates the ongoing contributions of Native Americans. A spokesperson with the museum tells us, quote, telling the unique and diverse stories of Idaho is the mission of the Idaho State Historical Society and the Idaho State Museum, and sharing the history and contemporary work of our tribal partners is our priority. The museum held events both in person and virtually throughout the month. To kick things off, they held a History Happy Hour program that featured tribal leaders who keep their traditions going. You can watch the recording of that virtual program on their YouTube channel. Another one of the events the museum held was a documentary screening of the film Rumble, The Indians Who Rocked the World. Now, the film tells the story of an essential and missing chapter in the history of American music, the indigenous influence. The museum says there is a long-standing history of indigenous musicians in the U.S. And in Idaho, one of the most famous is the Coeur d'Alene tribe member and jazz singer Mildred Bailey. Growing up in a musically inclined family on the Coeur d'Alene reservation, Bailey made history as the first woman to sing in a big band and to host her own radio show. Now, you can learn more about Bailey in the museum's exhibition, Trailblazing Women of Idaho, or you can watch the film. The museum sells the DVD in their store and online. And celebrating and honoring the contributions of Native American goes beyond just 1 month. The Idaho State Museum is just one resource for learning more about Idaho's 5 federally recognized tribes. The Idaho State Historical Society has partnered with all 5 of the tribes to co-create accurate and respectful tribal content for the museum. Also, each of Idaho's 5 tribes has their own webpage, which features more information about their history, resources, and events. Now, here's something else to check out. The museum has partnered with the Office of Indian Education to host a tribal lesson plan and contest. The contest is open to the public and private educators statewide and focuses on Idaho's 5 tribes. Themes or topics may include past or present leaders, federal policy analysis, geography, math, and so much more. Just check it out on their website. Submissions will be accepted now through April 18th. Maggie?
All right. Thank you so much, Brenda, for that.